I don't really recommend it. These cards are more conditional. So if you really need these extra cards for like damage reduction and so, then yeah, go for it. It ain't a wonderland without Kasumi. How's it going? XPPlayer here, and welcome back to this week's review on SIF All-Stars. So we have the new event details, so we're gonna quickly go through that. And of course there is also several like background updates, but we'll get to that later. So let's just quickly start off with the story event reward URs, because yeah, that's where we're starting. And the event's gonna start on the 22nd, so next Sunday. If you're into that, I guess, have fun. Anyways, with that said, let's start off with our reward UR. We have Rin-chan here, a smile SP type. As you can see here, high on technique, second appeal, and it's a SP skill voltage card. The kind of main gimmick here is really that it only makes sense to have these sort of cards if you're playing like expert difficulty, where your SP skill voltage cap would be higher and you might need that extra bit of boost. But yeah, on expert songs, well, they're fine, but for advanced songs or below, you may not find these pretty useful if your, SP skills already caps the 250k cap already. So yeah, do be mindful of that. Otherwise, she's actually a pretty good card if you're trying to look for like higher crit rates and a decent buffer on technique. It's been a while since I've seen a technique plus group, and she has an ability here to buff your SP gauge, so giving you a head start on SP gauge. If you need that, that'll be nice. Or in fact, you could just put it as a guest and it would work pretty well. For Jingle Bell's challenge. You're still a huge pain as I haven't cleared you at all. But yeah. With that said, honestly, there's so much else to comment on this one. This is pretty alright, honestly. Nothing too much to fault this on, except that you can't really use it too well on the early games. So yeah. That said, costume is a cute dream wonderland. Dang. Okay. Very cute. Yes, I could admit that. That's fine. That's fine. That's pretty neat. Cool. Now, on to the reward SRs. First one here is Shiroriko-chan. She is a cool guard type. What is with her unknown idolized picture here? Dang, okay. Interesting. Having some interesting. I'm just gonna say interesting. But yeah, she's an overall shielder here on her skill and her ability. And stamina is around 7.5k if you add up the passive, but it's pretty alright. Makes her pretty practical for an early game shielder. So if you don't really have that many options, then yeah, why not use this one? It's pretty neat. Other than that, there's not really much here that has her standing out, so yeah. Late game users will probably use her for DLP, but by this point, I think you could just power through it at this point, so yeah, there's that. Anyways, costume here is colorful dreams, colorful smiles. We're really rushing into this collection, aren't we? Neat. That is still neat though, that's fine. And yeah, on to the second reward SR, we have Nozomi here. She is a smile skill type. It's been a while since we've seen that combo. And yeah, first on technique, second stamina, last appeal. Only balls. What did it do to the appeal? That's terrible. Eesh. But yeah, in exchange, you do get a stamina version. Basically a straight recovery version of the Shiriko we just reviewed, but more focusing on the technique. So while you're also getting recovery based on her high technique, you are gonna get a better crit rate. So yeah, if you're onto crit notes and you need some extra, I guess, recovery, this Nozomi would be for you. But overall, there's not much in terms of like the firepower, so don't bet her on that. And so that's a costume is a song for you, and yeah, it's a wholesome thing where they did the comeback costume. Pretty neat, I guess. It's pretty nice. But yeah, on to the gacha URs. So we're going to go through this. It is available starting today. So if you want to go ahead and scout it, have fun. Yeah. Alright, so first off we have Yo-chan here. She is a natural SP type, and as you can see her stats are pretty high and slightly higher on technique. Again, she is a SP skill voltage card, so you might only be able to practically use her on your expert songs or above. So be mindful of that. Probably you're thinking Kimikoko expert or Borarara expert. the only two natural songs you can think of that are expert difficulty, because other ones are expert plus, and I don't think you'll be able to touch that anytime soon. So yeah, just gotta have patience with this, unfortunately. But overall, there's really not much to add to this Yo-chan here. I mean, even her ability here is actually pretty lackluster. I'm sure it is guaranteed activation, but 7.5% of her own technique when you can get like 32% per skill activation. Yeah, I won't take my chances with this one. But yeah, if you still need just the raw stats, then yeah, just go for this Yo-chan. Yeah, if you want to just use her for base stats, that's still fine. Yeah, really, that's pretty much the main selling point here, unfortunately. But yeah, with that said, costume is a cute dream wonderland, and yeah. Really gonna mix up with her initial UR, isn't it? Because that's also a wonderland, right? Her initial UR? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's also a wonderland of sorts, but yeah, there you go. That's why I name initial URs, so in case their situation was like, oh, they're both wonderland URs. Yeah, hooray, my system. But yeah, with that said, on to the next gacha UR. We have Kasmin here. She is a pure guard type. Very high in stamina, almost 15k. Actually, past 15k with her passive, so that's pretty neat. And has the moderate power damage reduction, so not too bad. You could use her on your strategy switching, and she would manage to stack one more time if you can activate that. But yeah, she does have a recovery active. She does have a recovery ability, so if you want that, have fun. Overall, if you're really desperate for like some damage reduction cards in general, or you really desperately need them on, say, pure songs like, I guess, Jingle Bells Challenge is like the key one, but then there's also Mitake and Horizon if you're into that. But yeah, if you're gonna need those damage reductions, yeah, this Kasmin does do a pretty good job at it, so yeah, have fun with this one, I suppose. But yeah, costume is a cute dream wonderland, and yeah, pretty, I don't know, looks like more like a, I guess, a theme park sort of theme that goes with today's sets, I guess. So I suppose it does make sense, I guess, maybe, I don't do fashion. But yeah, onto the gacha SR, we have Chika-chan here. She is an elegant guard type. Dang, she's really just lying down on Shioriko's laps. Dang, is Kanata gonna be jealous? Probably. I don't know. But yeah, stamina is at the monstrous 9.2k without the passive even, so pretty darn powerful. Damage reduction is moderate, so 20% for 5 notes, so you can stack her for one more time. Pretty neat. It's actually pretty much the SR version for the Kasumi we just reviewed, except for Aqua obviously, but yeah. Unfortunately, her recovery ability here only activates once because, yeah, 50% threshold on all that stuff. But overall, if you don't really have that much damage reduction on your inventory or in your list of cards, then yeah, this would be a good alternative for that. As that said, costume is Mirai no bokura wa shitteru yo. And yeah, I really like the barrets that are on top of them. I don't know. I have something for barrets nowadays. Don't know why, but it is what it is. So I guess there's that. So, overall thoughts of this event's cards. I guess scout them if you have to, but I don't really recommend it. These cards are more conditional. So if you really need these extra cards for like damage reduction and so, then yeah, go for it. If not, then it's skippable. It's skippable. So yeah, there you go. Of course, there's a step-up scouting, pretty much the same process, so I won't be talking too much about it. I don't even change the step-up scouting layout ever. Don't think so. Yeah, not really. They didn't really change much on it, did they? Look at that. Still the depressing rates in there. So yeah, which is why I don't review that. Same thing with the event set too. So it's the exact same thing, so not gonna review that. Anyways, on to the other news. We have the Android OS 12 update. I hinted this a bit on my last All-Stars video, so yeah. Looks like they just... Okay, so it's the exact same thing that I just talked about on the last video. does like the small segment, but yeah, there you go. Anyway, so with that said, we also have the Muse only revival scouting, so not really looking forward to this, unfortunately, because if we look at the the lineup, we only have until the Rintan here, the active voltage Rintan, so that's like straight after the laser tag event. So yeah, honestly, not too attractive. I'm a skip. Yeah, sucks, I know, but honestly, that's a bit too outdated, not worth scouting any so whatsoever. But yeah, with that said, on to the extra info. We also have next month's voltage ranking for us to preview. So we have Kira Sensation, Brightest Melody, and Toy Doll. So Kira Sensation, the main debuff is base SP gauge gain minus 50% for non-SP types. That sucks balls. Non-pure non-SP. Either way, it sucks balls. It sucks balls. That's all I could say. So yeah, you could just bring more SP types, but then again, it's already the meta actually, so you might as well just bring your SP type strats and then just spam your SP gauge there. You're pretty much solid, honestly. And then Brightest Melody, so non-smile, appeal minus 20%, so yeah, you can remove that as you please if you can't really reach those caps. So yeah, there's that to consider. Now a Toy Doll, voltage types minus 50% base appeal. Ouch. But yeah, with the current meta where we just spam SP skills with a bunch of SP or skill type cards, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, just go ahead, power through these songs, and interesting that the Muse and Aqua songs both have sort of sparkling into them. So yeah, I guess that's a theme, maybe. But yeah, with that said, that's pretty much it for today's video. Honestly, there's not much else to review. Of course, there is the countdown, as well as the tie-in stories, so please go ahead, get them before Saturday, otherwise you'll forget and you'll miss the extra rewards. So yeah, go ahead, have fun with that. You can also play Emotion, Shioriko's solo in the anime, so yeah, nice stuff there. Anyways, with that said, that's gonna be it for today. If you guys enjoyed today's video, then be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more All-Stars videos. And yeah, tomorrow will be the update video where I'm gonna be talking about the changes that I'll be doing on the following months of this channel's development. Anyways, with that said, that's gonna be it for me, and I'll see you guys next time. XPPlayer out. Yeah, I think I chose a pretty cute costume for this one, so yeah, good job, Kasumi.